Hello everyone, welcome to Dental Shots. I'm Dr. Mohanapriya. Today we are going to see about myths and facts about needle gauge. So to know and explain about this topic, first we have to know what is needle gauge. The needle gauge means it just says the diameter of the needle lumen. Okay. For example, this is the needle, which the inner diameter is called the lumens. Okay, so how much is the diameter? It's called gauge. Okay, so we would have seen a lot of cases like 30 gauge, 27 gauge, 23 gauge. So what does this number indicate? As the number decreases, the diameter increases. Okay, so its relationship is inversely proportional. For example, the gauge is the diameter of the lumen, which is inversely proportional to the number which is represented in the gauge. Okay, to be very frank, for example, this is large, this is smaller than that, this is smaller than that. So consider this is a 23 gauge. Okay, this is 27 gauge, this is 30 gauge. See here, as the number goes on increases, the diameter decreases. So the number of the gauge is inversely proportional to the gauge as such. Okay, so if you see a 23 gauge, you have to keep in mind it is a big diameter when compared to a 30 gauge. Okay, so we will come to the myths and facts now. So the myth first I will come. The dentist usually thinks when we use a thin diameter of needle, they consider the pain would be less. But this is totally wrong. So why it is wrong? Because scientific evidences have proved that the pain perception by 23 gauge, 25 gauge, 27 gauge, 30 gauge, there is no much difference in the pain perception by the patient when you use various types of gauges of needles. So, irrespective, even if you use a 25 gauge needle, the pain would be not very much different from the 30 gauge. Usually, dentists prefer to use a 30 gauge because they feel that the thinner diameter needle would produce a less pain. But that is not true. Irrespective of whatever gauge you use, the pain perception remains the same in the patient. In addition, the patient is unable to differentiate between different gauges of the needle. That is also the second point. Then, you would have felt when you use a 30 gauge, the needle penetration is very smooth and there will be less force needed to insert the needle in the tissue. But even though the tissue penetration force is less, okay, the penetration force is less, but the penetration force is less, but the pain remains the same irrespective of any gauge you use. Okay, coming to the fact of needle gauge and various techniques, that is aspiration and needle gauge, how it is related, needle gauge and needle deflection, how it is related, needle gauge and needle breakage, how it is related. Let's see. First is the needle gauge and the aspiration. As we all know, the gauge is the diameter of the needle and the gauge number increases, the diameter number increases, the diameter decreases. So, for example, if you compare a 30 gauge and a 23 gauge, the diameter would be greater for 23 and lesser for 30 gauge. When you do an aspiration, the aspiration for what purpose we do? To prevent the intravascular injection. So you shouldn't deposit the drug inside the blood vessel. That's why we are doing a aspiration, it should be negative. Okay, sometimes it will give a false negative. Even though you are inside the blood vessel, it may give a false negative. That would be higher when you use a 30 gauge needle, because the diameter, when you compare, it will be small than the 23 gauge. So since it is a lesser diameter, it will give more resistance when you aspirate. So the blood will feel more of a resistance to get inside the lumen, which is very smaller in 30 gauge needle. So you have to be very careful. You have to do at least 3 times aspiration in the course of injection to prevent the intravascular injection when you do a smaller gauge needle, that is thinner diameter needle like 30 gauge. You have to be very careful. Multiple aspiration should be done, because the resistance by the blood to enter the small lumen would affect the will give you a false negative. Okay, so better to do multiple aspiration. Coming to the next fact, that is needle deflection. For example, you would have targeted a particular area. This is the target area. When you insert, you think that the needle is penetrating and going to this area, but when you use a thin gauge needle like 30 gauge, what happens, this thin will deflect the needle. Your penetration would be straight, but the needle inside the tissue will get deflected, and your point of target is here, and the needle gets deflected inside the tissue, so that it may be less onset would be delayed, and sometimes you have a less anesthetic effect. So the needle deflection would be more in the greater gauge of needle, that is 30 gauge, 23 gauge. If you compare this, the needle deflection would be more in 30 gauge and less in the 23 gauge. Can you understand? Next fact about the needle gauge and the needle breakage. So needle breakage. So the needle breakage, as you all know, it's just logical when there is a thinner gauge needle, that is the thinner means 30 gauge needle would be greater tendency to break than a bigger gauge needle like 25 gauge. The breakage would be less. Okay, so if you want to prevent the breakage, better use at least a 27 gauge. Do not use 30 gauge, because 90% of breakage was reported in the 30 gauge needle, because you don't think that 27 gauge needle will give you more pain. It is not so. All the scientific evidences has said that the 30 gauge needle, 23 gauge, irrespective of the gauges, the pain perception by the patient and the recognition of different gauges also is not possible by the patient. So better use a medium gauge rather going for a bigger gauge or a smaller gauge. You can use at least 27 gauge. Okay, so the deflection will also be less when you are not using a 30 gauge. And aspiration, when you use a 30 gauge, you may be having a more tendency to get the false negative. So these are the simple tips when you select a needle gauge for injection. So we have seen the myths and the facts about needle gauge, so that it would be useful for you in the clinical scenario.
If you like the video, kindly subscribe to it and click the like button, and don't forget to hit the bell button. Okay, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. God bless you all.